When I was a very young dance artist and trying to scrape together some kind of a living, like a lot of people, I did a fair amount of teaching. And I had one job where I was in Hither Green Primary School, and they said, "Oh, come and do 1 day a week for 6 weeks and do some dance workshops with our children." And the first day I was there, they put me in the hall, and what seemed like hundreds of children. There were just all these children, no staff at all, some older pupils to keep an eye. I mean, things that would never happen in this day and age. And they were like wild things. I mean, I ended up having quite a good time, but it was incredibly hard work. Um, and I was a little bit cross that the staff didn't really pay any attention. It sort of like, they'd come, the bell would go, and come in and get their class and go back to their classroom, and very rarely even acknowledged me. Um, but they were kind of in their, they were kind of great kids, and so I arranged for them. I went to Sadler's Wells and said, "I've got these great kids, and they're kind of challenging, but they're really enthusiastic, and I want to do something really special for them. Um, can I bring them on a tour backstage to Sadler's Wells?" And they said, "Yeah, you can. And actually, you can do that for nothing," which was wonderful. So all I had to do was persuade the Parent Teacher Association to pay for some coaches. Well, I tell you, I was overrun with staff then, wasn't I? "Oh, yes, we want to come, we want to come." But it was so brilliant watching these little kids go. So at the back of Sadler's Wells, backstage, it's this total rat run. It's all these wiggly, or at least it was in those days, these wiggly little corridors up and down and round and about. Really fascinating. And of course, all the costumes were there. And they were fantastic, the people there. They were wonderful with the kids and showing them the ballet shoes and how they look after them and all the different costumes and things that go on. It was really great. And yes, I mean, periodically just giving the staff dirty looks. But the kids had a wonderful time. And then that was on about week 4. And then week 5, I was called into the headmistress. And I thought, what have I done wrong? We had this really lovely day out. What can it possibly be? And it turned out, she said, "I'm retiring and I want to have an event for me. I want to have the children do an event. So what I'd like you to do today," like this was before my session in week 5, "I would like you to put together some kind of show honouring me in my retirement." So I went, "Oh, is that what all this has been about?" And it kind of that sort of was what it had all been about right from the beginning. It was just her on this massive ego trip. Anyway, I sprained my ankle and and didn't get to do that. I thought, no, I'm not doing that. I'll just give the kids a really good time. I'm not massaging. Anyway, yeah. But that was back in the days of faggy old staff rooms, and wasn't very joy filled. So yeah, I expect it's a completely different experience now. But you probably also have to pay to go backstage at Sadler's Wells now too. So swings and roundabouts.